Okay, let's talk to Kyle. Kyle Schultz.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo,
What's up, man?
how you doing?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Cool, man. Yeah, talking really loud. Just calm down, man.
Yo!
Oh, jeez. I have a couple things. Real quick, is there a full res photo of the picture that everybody at game days that might be released at some
I'm
point?
going to put it up tonight.
Okay, awesome. Thanks,
Yes.
man. Um, Yeah, I didn't get to go to game days, but I had like a whole group of friends that I met through uh Martin Luther King days who went last year. They did take a picture of
Uh,
me. So got a picture of you with my picture. That was pretty cool.
oh, that was you!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that. You know, you're a great guy for that. Really
Thanks,
appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so I was kind of like wondering about probing your brain on a topic that we've been talking about in our Skype call. How do you feel about, I guess the way to say it is like, do you feel sort of like this disconnection that people have because of these smartphones that people are carrying around all day looking at? And I don't know, how do you like feel about it, because obviously smartphones are awesome and you don't want to be like this anti-technological guy, but it really is a bummer when you're like talking to people in real life and it just seems like they're not there. Like they have this wall, they're like walking around looking like zombies, and it's like an addiction too, because you see these people like compulsively picking up their phone and checking it every 2 seconds.
It's funny you're telling me that as I'm on my MacBook working on our website.
Right, of course.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's cool.
No, I know what you mean. I think as with anything, and this is what I'm learning as time goes on, there is a balance to everything. There's a black and white to everything, and not just one or the other. And I feel like, I'm out in public. I can't speak. I'm not speaking for anybody else, just myself. I'm out in public. I'm waiting in line for the bathroom, and I put something on my phone that goes out to the world. The world gets an update, and 1,000 people know, oh, I got to go watch the stream on Sunday. And, having that kind of power and access to all that stuff, that's freaking awesome. That is the Jetsons. The fact that I could hold up my phone to a sign in a foreign language and hold it up and it changes it to English is a miracle. I think it's incredible. I think it's awesome. So that being said, it's hard to say, don't look at it. Don't look at it. However, I feel like there's a balance to it. My thinking is, I see some people in line, like some people go to, bringing up Disneyland earlier. Some people go and they go, oh my God, it's so sad looking at everyone in line and they're all on their phones. They're not talking.
Right, in line.
It's like you're in line. Being in line is miserable.
Yeah.
You have the world in your pocket. Look at it. Who cares? Now, to me, if you're walking around and you're on it, it doesn't really bother me. I don't see anything wrong with it. Where it does bother me is when you are in the zone with something that should have your attention. Yeah. And I feel like concerts are an issue. Now, everybody wants to take a picture of something cool that they remember. So I don't think it's bad that people pull out a phone and take a picture or film a little bit of the song. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If something crazy happens, they want to take a picture. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You got a camera in your pocket, you want to cover it. I get it. But there's some people who film the whole concert. Well, you've got plenty of footage. Just put it down and enjoy. Or, they're on Facebook during the concert. Why'd you buy a ticket? And likewise at Disneyland, if you're in line and you're on your phone, so be it. That's great. But when you go on the ride, get off your phone. You're in a sensory overload situation. Why do you need to be on your phone? So I do think there's some people who don't know when to turn it off and experience. And I think a good, also being at dinner with people. The whole purpose of going to dinner with people is to be with people and talk and interact. And I think looking at your phone now and then is not a big deal. But if you're on it the whole time, come on. So like I said, there's a balance to everything. The way I see it, the people who aren't going to put their phone down for anything, those people were already stupid with or without phones. So I don't care what they do. They were already going to not pay attention to me or fuck off. So whatever. That's how I feel about it. What do you think?
I mean, a couple of things. I like what you were just saying because Joe Rogan, right? And God, of course, I'm going to bring this up when I'm doing this hipster, pretentious topic. But he has this thing about, marijuana, which maybe not so much. But, if people who are going to ruin their lives with something as simple as a phone are going to ruin their lives with anything, Yeah. It's I like what you're saying. That's a good point. Where if you're just sitting there looking, you're probably going to be off in Dada land, not fucking paying attention anyways. So yeah, that's a good point. But I think there is a certain danger in it, and this sounds silly, but when people are not paying attention to their surroundings at all,
Sure.
And that is something that people even walking, crossing the street and stuff, and it seems like common sense, but it's it's just so ingrained in what people are doing sometimes that they're not paying attention to what they're doing. And,
Sure.
I think it's very important to be paying attention to what's going on around you. So,
sure.
But I was really picking your brain too because, it kind of sounds like, from my point of view, I'm 19 years old. I don't have too much of a worldview without it. I sort of did, back when I was 12 or 13 before smartphones.
Yeah.
So I like poking someone's brain who's a little older, who has can compare what it was like before and now, if it's overreacting or, But, at the same time, I don't think it's going to be the end of society because people have always said, when phones come out, no one's ever going to talk to each other again. That. I'm not saying that. That's what always happens.
Sure,
but, it is kind of frustrating sometimes. And especially, with friends or in relationships, it's something where you have to watch out now for people who are addicted to it. It is almost like an addiction with some people.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Some people, yeah. But, like you were saying about weed or whatever, it's that too. There's people who are able to, there's fully intelligent people who are able to go, yeah, let me try that once in a while and do it. And then they go and write a genius essay. And then there's other people who, oh yeah, let me do that 8 times a day, and I'm not getting anything done, and I'm whatever. There's people. It's just what's inherent to your personality, and unfortunately, what we are kind of, and I'm not saying phones are bad or weed is bad or any of these things, these vices, I guess, whatever, are bad. But it is kind of tricky being in society now because we have it really good. We have it really good, and we've got all these tempting things, these sweet things in our, you know what I mean? Like
our brain isn't used to being able to manage having sugary fat foods everywhere.
Exactly.
And, oh my God, I can look. Oh, look.
Food is part of it too.
Instant gratification.
I'll be the first to tell you, when I'm working hard around here, instinctively, not even consciously. Yeah. I'm working hard, and in my brain, I tell myself, I'm not even conscious of this process, but in my brain, I tell myself, you deserve good fucking food, man. You deserve it. And I'll eat really badly. I'll eat really badly because it's so easy, and I'll find myself having to stop myself. Oh my gosh, for the past month, I've only had In-N-Out Burger. I have to stop. We have it really good where the really addicting, great, kind of awesome, tantalizing things are all super easy and at our fingertips. Yeah. So, and the phone is just another one of those things where you've got the world of information at your fingertips. So yeah, it's hard not checking it when you're in the middle of talking to someone, It is hard. I think the weak are going to be weeded out a little bit. No pun intended. But, I think it's hard. But, we're kind of being introduced to all these things. And I think as time goes on, people will know what's appropriate and what's not a little bit more. But, that's one of the side effects. There's a side effect to everything. You can't have nothing is perfect. And I think the side effect of having such a great time to live in, people always think things are getting worse, but it's always getting better. We live pretty good. And I think that's just always going to be a side effect. When things are going really good, it's going to be hard to not live that good all the time, So I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, yeah, you definitely are.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
No, that was awesome, man. It was great talking to you. It was a good conversation, man.
Cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for calling in.
All right, man.
Take care. Bye.
You too.
That was actually a pretty good call. I had a really good time talking about that.